Hi everybody, I'm Shiko. We just coming from Saudi Arabia, Jeddah. Interesting race. It's a long circuit, so the laps are normally fewer. There were 50 laps. It felt like a short race, short and sweet. It's not a track that is easy to overtake, and any little mistake you make really can make you go out of the race because the curbs are high. The wall is right there. You can't maneuver out of the track and back in. If you're out of the track, it means you're in the wall, so it's quite tricky. It's quite intensive, and we had a good race. Piastri won. Wonderful weekend for him. Had a really good start. Ferrari got their first race podium. We have a sprint race win, but we have never gotten an actual race day podium or win. So Leclerc brought in the first podium for Ferrari on a race day, and it was wonderful to watch. They keep getting better, they keep doing better. That's all we ask, because it means there's progress, it means they are working hard, it means everyone is doing their job to make sure that our drivers and our team are where they're supposed to be. Yeah, so it was Piastri at P1, Max at P2, Leclerc at P3, and those were the drivers on the podium. So congratulations to them. I bet against Max Verstappen this time. I actually never do that, especially if he's on pole, because he's just a good driver. Generally, he's a good driver. He will not make mistakes. And so this weekend, I was having my fingers crossed, everything crossed, because I was betting on a Piastri win. And the reason I was betting on a Piastri win is he's good at starts. And he was P2. He came out P2 in the quali. And the other reason, he has the fastest car. So I knew if he was able to reach the first corner before Max, he will win, because he will come out in front and will just need to build distance. And coming from history in Saudi Arabia since 2021, anyone who's been on pole has won the race. So Red Bull knew this, Max knew this, and that's why he pushed for that pole. And well and good, he got the pole. Amazing lap at the end of the Q3, and he got the pole. So I was like, should I bet for Max or against Max? And just this time I just decided, let me bet against him. I know history says pole and win, especially in Saudi Arabia, and Red Bull actually really do well in Saudi Arabia. I think they have won the most races there. If it wasn't Max, it was Perez, and I just decided to bet on Piastri, and he didn't disappoint. And you could actually feel that Max needed to come out in front at the first corner, and he knew this. That's why he was hoping that Piastri will yield, but Piastri didn't. Piastri, I think, was in the correct racing line, and he pushed his car, and Max just had to get out of the track. And by doing this, he picked up a 5-second penalty, which saw him go back to P2, and he wasn't able to catch up, or rather he wasn't able to go back to P1. The only way he would have been P1 and he would have won the race is if he got to that first corner, the first driver. Because if you know Max, if he gets in front, he will do everything to stay in front. So unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. That said, he had a good race. P2 with not having the fastest car is also good. In F1, it takes, apart from being a good driver, it takes some luck. It takes being in a good team. It takes having a decent, consistently moving car. That means pace is good every race. And I'm seeing people comparing Piastri and Lando's number of wins, saying Lando has been there for longer in McLaren. Piastri has been there for a shorter time, but they have the same wins, the same stats or whatever. But the thing is, Piastri is a good driver, came into the team at almost the right time, because they delivered a good car in a really short time that he was there. And Lando was there when McLaren was like midfield players, if I would say so. They didn't have a fast car. They didn't have pace. They never used to like give people too much of a headache. They're all just starting out to use a consistently fast car. Lando didn't have that before. And I can bet on this. If Piastri had gone to Alpine, you remember the drama with his F1 debut in 2023, where he was Alpine announced him as their driver, but he had already got a contract with McLaren or something. You remember the drama? If he had gone to Alpine, you can bet that he wouldn't have had the same success he has had. Thing is, he's a good driver, but if he would have ended up in Alpine and not McLaren, he wouldn't have had the same success. He wouldn't have had the same wins. He wouldn't have had the same good performances that he has had in McLaren. Lando made a mistake in Jeddah. He hit the curb, and in Jeddah, you hit the curb, you go straight to the wall. So he wasn't able to get a good starting position for the race. But he worked all the way to P4. I think he did a solid race. And in his mind and in his heart, I'm sure he's fighting for more wins. He really can't go back in time and get more wins. It's not possible. So the only thing he can do is work and do his utmost best and get as many wins as he can now. Be level-headed, not make mistakes, because mistakes will really cost him. And doing all this while fighting for the championship title. Talking about the championship title, we have a new championship leader. Piastri is the new championship leader. Of course, he passed Lando in Jeddah because he was P1 and Lando was P4. And it will be good to see teammates pitted against each other. It will be good to see who will challenge them. But I really feel that one of the McLaren boys can actually become the world champion. Who it is, I'm not sure, because I'm sure all of them are working hard. It will really be the little things that they do that will make them win, because I think it will be won by a small margin. If the same trend that we have gotten the beginning of the races goes through the year, I think it will be by a very small margin. So no driver like Piastri can't make mistakes. Lando cannot afford to make mistakes. So let's see how it plays out. But I'm sure both of them are fighting for the championship. Both of them want the championship. And whoever it will be, McLaren will still win. There's a formula to getting wins. Even if you're a good driver and you're put in a car that doesn't have pace, that doesn't perform, that doesn't give you the results you want, that is not consistent every weekend, you will not have a win, you will not get podium. Look at Aston Martin. They have the most experienced driver. I can bet on the fact that if Fernando is in a good car, he will get podiums, he will get wins. But he's in a good team, yes, but they don't have a good car currently. Their car doesn't have pace. It's almost impossible for both drivers to reach Q3. It's almost impossible for them to finish P10. And it's a good team and they have good drivers, but the car is not just working out for them. And it's sad because now the most experienced driver on the grid will end up being pointless most of the season, because by what they're saying, they don't think there'll be a turnaround anytime soon of their performance. So it means Alonso will go almost far into the season without getting any points. You can imagine, not a fault of his own, but really their car is not working out this year. And they got Newey to do their design, but of course that will be probably for next year's car. So we can wait and see what changes they can do to just at least get points and get a good constructor's position. But really their car is not working out for them. In the beginning of this season, Lewis Hamilton went to Ferrari, and just generally starting over is not pretty, is not glamorous. Really starting over in anything, even in life, is not nice. Yeah, it can be messy. And we are witnessing this because everyone expected magic from the word go. Everyone expected magic from the first race. He gave us a short piece of magic in the sprint race that he won, but he hasn't done his level best in an actual race day. Personally, I didn't hear him say about the needing a brain transplant to do well at Ferrari. I haven't heard him say it with my own ears, but if he said it, I'm so sorry that he said that, because he rides on the Still We Rise campaign, if I can call it that, or phrase, or whatever it is. And from what I gather from it, it's staying positive, doing what you can to get up as many times as possible, to do the little things that gets you forward, to do the little things that make a change. I'm sure he can get positives from every race, because in every race Ferrari have been doing well. They have been maximizing, they have been trying to get in front. You can see they got their first podium, and I'm sure it's not the last one. It really can change overnight, but if it doesn't, so long as there's effort to do better, any person should be okay with it. I don't think he should be so pressed to have an answer to everything, to have explanation to every journalist. Let him just keep working, stay positive, and I'm sure when the chance comes for him to do something magical, he will, and we will be there to enjoy it. We will be there to relish the magic, but until then, just keep working hard, just keep being positive. I don't know what more to say, but it was really sad to hear that he said he needed a brain transplant. And yeah, we know changes are hard, but he has really had to work through changes in his life, so it's nothing different. I'm sure if he gets an opportunity, he will win. I'm sure if he gets an opportunity, he will just cause magic on that track, like we have always seen, or even better. And I wish him all the best all the time. The Alpine are actually coming alive. They came alive in Bahrain. In Jeddah, Pierre was really in it to get points and get top 10, but unfortunately they had a crash with Yuki, who was also gunning in for points and gunning in for a top 10 finish, and they just ended up both retiring from the race. I don't know who they would have displaced in the top 10, but I'm really sure they would have been top 10 and they would have gotten points. And that's Jeddah in Saudi Arabia for you. Yeah, so we are taking a short break, but we'll go to Miami next week. That's where Lando won his first race. He had waited to win for the longest time, and that's where the magic happened for him to win the race. And I think there'll be upgrades to almost every car. I am not sure, but we wait to see what the upgrades will do to the teams, to the cars, if different drivers will do well on the weekend. But let's wait and see. I really can't wait for it to be race week. I'm hoping for a good, entertaining race. Of course, as always, fingers crossed for a Ferrari podium, fingers crossed for a Ferrari win, fingers crossed for an entertaining race. And always Forza Ferrari, Forza Hamilton, Forza Leclerc. Let's maximize, let's do better, let's keep moving forward. And I wish all the teams all the best. I wish all the drivers all the best. I'm Shiko. Have a wonderful week, and God bless.